Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Hits one! He scored!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Doan. And it's played forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay gets it back. Morocco scored early, of course. And it's 1-0. Battles to win it back. Van Dijk. To get it forward quickly. Doan. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Now the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. He's got it on the right now. What's on? And here's Depay. Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
The Netherlands grab the equaliser, and we're all square. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Hoists it high. Diop does well to read it and intercepts. A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. He's gone for it! Oh, did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Hoists it forward. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Hits one! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Defended, that had to be done. There's the whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Doan. And it's got through. And it's Doan. Brings it forward. Van Dijk. Memphis Depay. He's being closely tested here. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
The Netherlands have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
And it's Memphis Depay. Done very well to intervene. Cut out in the nick of time. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Morocco can make their change now with a break in play, so we have a double substitution going on here. And that's been won straight back. Memphis Depay. And the ball's come out!
Oh, super tackle.
No question, that's a foul. A real chance if he can get through. He's had a look. Goes for goal. That carried quite a threat. Dashing forward at pace. Well positioned to make that interception. That's a good chance to shoot! He scored! And they're back in front! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Morocco go into the lead. Throw in. So here comes a substitution. Now it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. Going for goal! Really well taken goal. The Netherlands are level. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game...
Chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Morocco take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And here's Depay. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Morocco winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. As we survey the stands of the Maracanã, what a sight it is, a terrific sight, awash with colour, as always has been the case. Two high-profile, high-calibre teams. This is a welcome event for all the... Big chance! Goretzka. Kimmich. Lahm. Hoists it forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Now it's Kane. Kimmich. Xavi. Anything noteworthy in the early part? The referee's awarded a free kick. Neuer catches it safely. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Played out to the right. That's offside. Yes, it is. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. He's got away. Room for a shot. Chance to break. Lahm. Looking for space out wide. Goretzka. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Xavi. And it's played forward. Defenders on the back foot. Diop. Kane. Goretzka. And it's Goretzka. Xavi. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. to cut it out. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Xavi. Oh, he's found him in space! Aimed in towards the centre. Here comes great leap! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gets it back. Forward it goes. It's found its way to him. Danger averted for now. Dashing forward at pace. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Cut out in the nick of time. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Tottenham can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they played with urgency. That's a pop!
The defence can get it clear. Goes for goal! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield. He's had a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Tottenham really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
And that has been cleared. Now it's Kane. Now a chance to break. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Gioi. There's the cross. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Kane. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. changes here, from both sides in fact. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Gets good distance on it. And the play for a throw. Robertson, ball's out on the left now. Gorgeous control there.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a great ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tottenham get it back again.
As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment. As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
The final 5 minutes. And that's been levered clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Bentancur. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And there goes the final whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Tielemans. Lukaku. It's one! Goal! Belgium! And Belgium are ahead! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, and he knew all along what he wanted to do, and it's a really great instinctive finish.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Tielemans. Lukaku. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter. Lukaku has been found. It's Lukaku! Kovacic tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward, and it's Lukaku. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Rodri. Well weighted. Lukaku gets through on his own, and the shot! And yet another chance goes to waste.
Belgium really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Defending of the desperate variety. Manchester have it back and they can go again. Rodri. Looking to get within range. Corner it is then. Gets up to head it! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Manchester grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's had a goal! And in again! Sticks it away! And the comeback is complete! Courtois did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick, man.
Shapes! Oh, taken with style! Back into the middle. He's there to his... Tries a shot! And in it goes! And already they're looking to run away with it. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, poor defending or not, that was a clinical finish. Both the movement and the execution were top drawer.
Manchester 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. What a ball this has turned out to be. Gets good distance on it. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Now it's Lukaku. And he's cut it out. Quick shot, shoots! A great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
This possibly the last play of the half. Up to meet it! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Belgium produced a terrific spell at the end there, culminating in a chance that their fans could not believe did not go in. So we're already into the second period.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And it's played forward. Tielemans did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And help's available out wide. Goes for goal! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Manchester are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Manchester grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Well played, he saw that coming. That's surely a foul, free kick. Manchester with a chance here to increase their lead. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. De Bruyne plays it forward.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Tielemans. De Bruyne. Kovacic, a scorer already in the game. Tries to get it forward quickly. Kovacic. Kovacic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Out to the right. Up he gets! No, he didn't quite meet it right. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Rodri. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Chance! Oh, he's tried one! Another corner. Fernandez. Out to the left it goes. Gets away from his opponent. Turns and goes back. Has a hit! Oh, terrible pass. Lukaku gets flagged offside. Foden. He's got options out wide. Time to deliver. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it out to the flank. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. And here's the chance to counter. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. sorted that out. This could fall anywhere! Referee's given a throw. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Crunching tackle. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Looks to clip it forward. He sticks it away! Good idea, just poorly executed. Witzel plays it forward. Played out to the right. It's come loose. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Tries to get it clear. Big chance! Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. an atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The Estadio José Alvalade, of course, a venue fit for a capital city, located here pretty close to Lisbon's international airport. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
We have already started here. Gets wrestled off the ball. McTominay tries lifting it over. McTominay. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. He's gone for it! Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He'll fancy himself from here. Oh, what a ball! McTominay. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. McTominay. Assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Loses his balance and loses the ball. He's got options out wide. Nicely controlled. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. McTominay. Forward it goes. Oh, Red, he sorted that out. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Just brushed off the ball there. McTominay. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. McTominay ready to try one. Going for goal! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets! And he's produced a beauty. So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Plays it out to the wing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's played forward. McTominay tries to get it forward quickly. Morocco have it back and they can go again. Breaks on here. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Timely intervention. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Fight. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Long ball, but not especially accurate. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And they win it back again. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Well positioned to make that interception. Now a chance to break. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close fought half of football. Still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A very decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And they've been caught out here. Shot, and the shot! This could fall, and in again. No, not quite.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
Coco. McTominay, a scorer already in the game. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. Coco. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Tries a shot! Morocco are leaving men forward, threatening to break. Well, we'll try from distance. So still just a goal between them. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And now the breakaway. And help's available out wide. Defending of the desperate variety.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Ball through needs to be good here. Well, they can break here. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is looking for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Gioi really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Hakimi. He's through. Going for goal!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
McTominay.
There's a real appetite from them to...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. The changes then in quick succession. Cut out in the nick of time.
Morocco are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Across the field it goes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Now it's Lukaku.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
There's going to be another change here. Brahim Diaz. And it's played forward. They are right into last chance territory. It's a brilliant interception. It's being played forward. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, to me, this is a result, Peter, that says an awful lot more than the scoreline suggests. You know, after the goal, the team just settled down and looked surprisingly comfortable and didn't really need to work too hard.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. And the finish! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Oh, nice touch. Managed to get... And the shot! He's hit it first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Hernandez. Fabian Ruiz. Wigan making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
What a good start to the game. I think their play has been fast and inventive, and this is a fine example of early intent. They've begun as they mean to go on, and another goal is on the cards.
And he has been fouled there. Rice considers his options.
Peter, the keeper knows that even if his wall is perfect, it doesn't serve as any guarantee here.
Kadira. Going through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And help's available out wide. In with a header! And the follow-up! Cleared without complication. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Another chance from a corner. Rice with the short one. Chooses to go back. He's had a shot! Can he... And oh! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Dembele needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Saka. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Mondi. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Loses his balance and loses the ball. He's through the middle. Saka could try cutting inside here. Williams. Fabian Ruiz, who does have an assist to his name. Wigan are leading with half-time drawing close. Hoists it forward. That's a throw. Swung over into the middle. And it's hoisted clear. Battles to win it back. Over to the left. Played back in. Looking to break out here. Saka. Merino. And he's there to cut it out. He can get that clear. Be the last act of the first half. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, and there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Wigan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Already up and has a goal! Gone a long way up and away. Rice. Saka. Hervé. It's come loose. Williams. Rice. Merino. Striding, goes for goal! Swept in. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Fabian Ruiz. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Cuts it out. Panso. Kadira. It's a throw in. Hernandez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And here's the chance to counter. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's onside. Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's in!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. And it's played forward. P.Tan. Forward it goes. Gets wrestled off the ball. He's in! More than happy to take the muscular approach. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kelly. P.Tan. It's on a plate!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And here's Dembele. Well positioned to make that interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Play for a throw.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
That's offside. Yes, it is.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Hakimi. He's left his man.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Wigan need to hold on for a few more moments. Kelly.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Gets it back.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
There are a few waiting for it. And a shot! And that has been clubbed away. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
We have already started here. Hey there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Played out to the right. It's a throw. He's had that put on a plate. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals, and excitement, forget it.
Played back in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it forward. Gets the better of his man. Bernardo Silva gets on the end of it. Bernardo Silva unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Forward it goes. What an adventurous run from a defender. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Now the counter. Valverde tries to get it forward quickly.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Isak. Defender's on the back foot. And it's Bernardo Silva. Joe. Got a sight of goal here. Now a chance to break. Isak. To Lalong. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Tries a shot! He's delivered all right! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. To Lelon. Gioi. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Well, the action has already resumed here. Madrid carrying a 1-goal lead. It'll be a throw-in. Rudiger. Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. He's gone for it! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Never tried that time. Gioi. And it's Bernardo Silva. Plays it back. He came in hard, very hard. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Hoists it forward. And that has put paid to that. Bernardo Silva.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And that's been won straight back.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
There's the through ball.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's pinged one through here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
He gets past his man. It's a brilliant... And the finish! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Madrid take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Look at the defender bombing forward.
Liverpool look completely out of sorts when it comes to crucial moments, Peter. They've lost composure and that killer instinct.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lobs it in gently. Ball's out on the left now. Crunching tackle. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Jones. And shoots! This could fall anywhere. A buccaneering run from the defender. Defending of the desperate variety. And they've been caught out here. A real chance to break. Van Dijk does well there, alert. Eder. Mas. Jones is fouled. Gomez. Liverpool get it back again. So who's he picking out? Oh, surely! And the ball's come out! And that is that. Bowser heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Madrid won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up. Shot a goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Out in the nick of time. Out for a throw. Foden hoists it high. The Netherlands have begun the...
No, it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Rodri. It is deadlocked. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good hit, kept the keeper honest. It's got through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Rodri. Could be thinking about a shot here. And the finish! A great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
The Netherlands given another corner. Diving header! Brave effort, total commitment.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Just brushed off the ball there. He could be in here. The shots! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, he made...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward. Now the counter. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's got away. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Now surely, he's had a shot. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Chance to shoot! It's broken loose. Hits one! Up to meet it! Really well taken goal. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
That's sprayed out wide. Shoots! Goal, the Netherlands! And the comeback is complete!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
The Netherlands take the lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
That's not going to find its target. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Has a hit! And the ball's come out! He's looking to get there first. We've reached half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. The midway point of the game.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
The Netherlands leading by one. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away!
Well, this is a terrific show of resilience and spirit. I love to see a team roll up their sleeves and force their way back. Superb.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. It's come loose. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Ruben Dias gets good distance on it. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Can't get the better of his opposite number. He's had a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Two changes being made right now. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Kovacic with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
The Netherlands really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
So can they do it again? Plays it out to the wing, played back in. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Ruben Diaz cuts it out. Done very well to intervene. Rodri. It's come through. Got offside that time. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well positioned to make that interception. He's face to face with the keeper. Big chance! This could fall anywhere. Memphis Depay. He's had a shot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Massive lead! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Has a pop! Goal, the Netherlands! And they get themselves in front!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
The Netherlands go into the lead.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Forward it goes. It's got through and it's a good-looking cross.
The Netherlands are looking to make this one safe.
He's gone for it! Oh, that's a waste. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
Manchester are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
He's made sure that that won't get through. They get a throw in. Over to the left. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. The Netherlands just have to run down the... Going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. And he's cut it out.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing.
Real chance! In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. The Netherlands could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. And a shot! Tries to get it forward quickly. Memphis Depay. And it's played forward. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And he's there to cut it out. Drives it towards the front. Manchester. And that is it. The referee has seen it up. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, this is a good win for me. They know they've got the organisation and the discipline, and that's what gave them the platform to go on and win this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this is certainly one of the most aesthetically pleasing of all Europe's great venues. It was built in the mid-2000s. It is the architectural masterpiece that is the Estadio José Alvalade. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Sloot. Tries to get it forward quickly. Done very well to intervene.
Well, it's a crossing feast here, but I'd advise them to keep a variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Well, nobody's going to argue with that. He's there to receive it, and the finish! Hoists it forward. Italy still to register a shot on target. Gets wrestled off the ball. Now a chance to break. Cut out in the nick of time. Dashing forward at pace. Over to the left. He's gone for it! A real chance to break. Plays it out to the wing. Gets his foot in there. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Paredes. A heavy challenge. He's looking to get there first. Lovely feet. So who's he picking out? Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Doan catches it safely. And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Keeps everyone guessing. Has a pop! Played back in, gets it, and now what? Room for a shot. Away from immediate danger. Paredes. Out to the left it goes. Gorgeous control there. It is a corner. Gets up to head it! Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Now they continue each to cancel the other out. Gets the better of his man. He slid it through. It's being played forward. Brings it forward. Argentina keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Nice touch. Dinks one in. Shade too heavy. People can pick that up. And it's played forward. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Martinez. Chance to break. Chooses to go back. Pellegrini out to the right. It's got through to him. And the shot! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Italy get themselves into the lead.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist? This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Now the counter. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0.
Italy are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Could move up a gear here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. He'll fancy himself from here. He's gone for it! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi has a hit! They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
All square again into the dying minutes. They are right into last chance territory. Caught offside that time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.